Of the NBA on 2K Sports. With Hall of Famer Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, this is Kevin Harlan. On the sidelines, we have David Aldridge reporting. So for the Thunder, their last game, a loss to the Timberwolves in Minnesota. A real closely contested game. They couldn't come up with a couple of key baskets, and they lost by 3.
And given their performance in that game, which was not necessarily a work of art, I had a hard time believing it wound up being as close as it did.
Yeah, it felt like the other side simply allowed them to hang in, and the score reflected that.
And so it's the Celtics getting on the board first. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Shot up 2 there. Greg, we've got 2 of the top offensive teams in this one.
Yeah, but my focus is on the other end tonight, defense. And the team that can come up with just a few timely stretches of stops, I think they win.
Well, Drew Holiday just so strong with the basketball. Very hard to knock this guy off his course.
Over in the corner, George. No good from outside. Here are the Celtics with the ball. Off to a good start as he gets his first shot attempt.
Assist goes to.
That's a great beginning. 3 for 3 from the floor.
Outside Williams. Back to Gilgeous-Alexander. Oklahoma City gets a new shot clock. Outside, Dort. Just 5 to shoot. It's stolen by White. Brown throws it down.
Assisted by.
Boy, you get a real glimpse of the explosiveness of Jaylen Brown. What a big-time finish.
And we all here talk about Drew Holiday's defense, but you know, Doris, he is much more than that. You've said it countless times.
Kevin, this is a guy who's tremendous rebounder for a guard, a very willing playmaker. He can carry a scoring burden if you need him to, but he's also willing to take a very limited number of shots. It's all about the team with him.
Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
I mean, Jalen Williams is a guy who a lot of people are excited about. He has the talent to be a multi-time All-Star and perhaps an even higher ceiling than that.
Now, here's Gilgeous-Alexander. His scoring average of about 32.5 points a game tells you all you need to know about how dangerous a player he can be. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. 8-point game.
Boy, a really tough quarter for this guy. Just struggling to make shots right now.
Taken away by Williams. We're about 3 minutes into this first quarter. Gilgeous-Alexander.
Oklahoma City foul.
And he can't stop the run as he misses.
And the stroke definitely lacking confidence.
Substitution on the court.
Nothing on target.
Boston shooting their first free throw attempt on the night.
And team free throw numbers really about as good as you could ask for. Around 80% on the season.
Here's Pritchard. He's been producing a fair amount of offense night in and night out as he's averaging 14 points a game. The shot by Holiday, no good.
The defense here got a major lapse. Attacking in transition, the most consistent way to generate easy looks.
The very definition of quality transition offense. If it can end at the cup, it's exactly where you want it.
Doris, do you think the Oklahoma City Thunder has the best young core in the NBA?
Well, they are absolutely loaded with talent. And not only that, They fit together. Now they've got a perennial MVP because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has inserted himself into the best player of the game conversation and a rising star in Chet
First personal foul. Second team foul.
You can see how anxious the defense was to take Holiday away. Instead, they foul him and send him to the line.
And the way the Celtics can attack teams' doors with their 5-out set, it's impossible to fully defend it.
Kevin, there is so much space on the floor because they have shooters at every single position and guys who balance that shooting with an ability to get off the dribble drive. This is as good an offense as we've seen.
And it's the Celtics ball. They're on a 15-6 run. From past the arc. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Do not give Isaiah Joe a window for three-point baskets. He will take them. Listen, turnovers happen. You've got to move on to the next play.
There's 37 seconds left to play in the first. Poked away. Stolen by Holiday. Pass to Cornette. Here's Hauser. Defended by Caruso. Horford has a wide open look. And the three ball is good.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
Now Joe. The three. They get it back. Here's Williams. Kicks it out to Wiggins. And the last shot before the buzzer is off.
The end of the first quarter with the
Drew
score.
Holiday has been on display for
9. The Celtics 18.
And if you're just tuning in, we've got a wide margin on the scoreboard, but plenty of time left for a comeback. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Celtics.
A huge part of their offense, pushing the ball. Looking for fast break opportunities, always a good idea.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
Here's Holiday. Following the basket by Lou Dort. And it's White missing. And we talk about Derek White, Doris. How impressive has his rise been?
Kevin, it's been both impressive and sometimes feels improbable. He was not highly recruited. There were no expectations on him when he arrived in the NBA. This guy has turned himself into one of the premier defenders from the guard spot, an excellent shot blocker, and so rock steady as a ball handler on the offensive end.
To the middle. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
First personal
We
foul.
know the 90s were a different era. You can win the game or win the fight. Remember that?
At the line.
Do you
For
miss
your
that
opponent's city.
physicality?
Well, I will say, Kevin, it made for some great stories, but I don't think we're missing much without all the extracurriculars. And I think we have a beautiful game now.
Williams with the steal. Pass to Hartenstein. Back to Dort. Jacks up a three. That one's a miss. His third shot of the game. He's made one of them. Brown outside. And the dunk by Porzingis.
Assisted.
At that size, Porzingis doesn't have to travel far to get above the cup. That is a nice finish.
And he goes on the bounce. That one off Porzingis.
Celtic substitution.
Celtics making a switch
Torrey
here.
Craig.
Here's Williams. From the line. The Thunder with another miss. And here's Brown. He'll bring it up for the Boston Celtics. Outplayed in the previous game on their schedule, losing to the Raptors.
Well, when you're facing a team that's feeding off the crowd's energy, you have to bring your A game, and they didn't do that defensively.
One thing you know, Greg, is you've got to pack your defense in the shootcase if you're going to win on the road, and they simply did not bring it.
3 seconds.
And he gets the whistle for the 3-second call. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. We saw him with 39 points last game out. GA, these Boston Celtics are unquestionably a top-tier offensive unit.
Stupendous shooting, excellent instincts
Oklahoma
with
City
the ball.
foul.
Yeah, they are a model offense in many ways, making it tough for many teams to keep up with.
First team foul.
And this is his first trip to the line tonight.
Listen, 84 is a really good number to post at the foul line, and that's where he's at on the end.
Pass to Craig. Good, and it's Tatum picking up the assist. Craig's got the lead up to 10 now for the Celtics. And now the latest from our reporter, David Alder.
Hey, Kevin. Celtics coach Joe Mazzulla has talked about the two J's, Jaylen Brown and Jason Tatum. He says they've been lumped together because they play a similar position, but they don't have to be similar. They've got to be able to express who they are and not constantly compare to each other. They're not the same. Kevin?
Back, David, remember a couple of years ago, there was some thought that maybe one would be traded. I'm glad they're still together. Holmgren gets the bucket.
And playing up tempo, pro-level ball can... be hard for some guys, but Holmgren has easily made the transition.
So the Celtics call timeout, their first. Well, the ascension of Jalen Williams-Doris has been swift and very fun to watch.
Absolutely, Kevin. He became very quickly in his second season a number 2 option and frankly borderline 1A option. And it's not just his offensive game, Kevin. This guy has become a stout defender. He's got the perfect NBA frame and he fits in personality-wise.
So it's the Thunder now after the basket by Boston. Just 5 on the clock. Wallace misses.
Well, seized up just a little bit at the last second. That's when he normally converts.
Celtics passing it around. Walsh can't get it to go. Thunder trailing by 10. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Second personal foul.
You know, DB, I imagine any lineup could benefit from a veteran guy like Al Horford.
Boy, you just look at how younger guys on the team lean on Al. He guides them through any number of experiences. He's been a pro's pro from the moment he entered the league, and he's still having an impact with his defensive ability and range shooting.
And it's Oklahoma City's ball. So it's off to Brooklyn after this game as they have the Nets to look forward to. There's 47 seconds left to play here in the half. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Second personal
Doris,
foul.
some great shooters on this Boston team, but at times, don't you think they settle from the perimeter?
Well, Kevin, obviously, this is a coaching staff that puts a heavy emphasis on three-point shooting. They led the league in makes. They led the league in attempts. But obviously, your two best players, Jason Tatum and Jaylen Brown, with their size and athleticism and driving ability, you want to try to find the right balance. They do a great job of that.
Here's Joe. He has 5. Holmgren in the corner. For Craig. Holmgren can't hit.
Well, he's a quality mid-range shooter, but he can't get that one to go.
Outside, Horford. Pass to Walsh. And the 3 off target. With 1 on the clock. And Wiggins throws it down.
Strong move to the 10, trying to get his guys going.
Oh, big time. And so it's busted.
20.
Looking at a 13-point lead heading into the next quarter. And we'll see if they can keep up their tremendous shooting. They've been dialed in so far from the field. And we'll be back with you shortly. And with the second half upon us, we'll find out if this game becomes the route that it's threatening to be. Now here's Williams. Still without a basket.
Solid rebound there, and with the score like it is, that's an area where they can't afford to get lazy.
And it's White missing. They get a hand on it. Stolen by Holiday. And it's slammed in by Holiday.
We are talking about an elite two-way player. Do your thing, Drew Holiday.
Fouled in the act of shooting. Gets the bucket anyway, so a three-point play chance for him.
A nice move to create a gap there in the defense and get to the bucket.
If you mention the best players in the NBA doors, you have to mention Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. How's he made the leap so fast?
Yeah, Kevin, this is an interesting growth and development story because Shai Gilgeous-Alexander has shocked everybody. He can get to any spot on the floor. He's one of the most relentless drivers in the game. You have to respect his three-point threat, which balances out that dribble drive game, and he's willing to compete defensively. Sky is the limit for this young man.
Now here's Brown. After the miss from Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Outside Tatum. Back to Brown. 4 on the shot clock. And it's off from three-point range. It's Williams with the drive. And it's Williams finishing it off.
Boy, you give Jalen Williams any space, and my goodness, he will go to work.
To the paint.
Jason
Tatum cleared for takeoff. And
Jalen Brown.
Oh, taking it to the rack with power.
Hammering down the two-hand slam. They get the rebound.
I know he's got to be frustrated right now, but the team is fighting from behind. He's got to stay with it.
Over in the corner, White. Inside. Here's Brown. And he banks in the lane. And the Celtics lead by 16.
And they've had assists now on their last 3 baskets.
Gilgeous-Alexander looking around. That one drops for him. Gilgeous-Alexander's got 7 points.
Well, let's remember that at 6'6", Shai Gilgeous-Alexander can more than handle himself near the cup.
And the foul called on Jalen Williams. That's his first foul.
First personal foul.
Both teams will make substitutions.
Substitution on the court. 2 minutes remaining in the third. 2 minutes.
Pass to Cornette. The Celtics need to get a shot on. And they turn over the 24-second buzzer, signaling a shot clock violation. Thunder trailing by 14. Here's Caruso. He's off on that one. And they are really racking up the assists in this one.
And their team chemistry is evident. These guys enjoy playing with one another.
Derek White saying it's not just the big fellas who've got some hops. I can put it down. Yes, sir.
Here's Caruso. The teardrop falls in. He has 6.
Well, instead of forcing it all the way to the cup, he just goes with that little teardrop.
Nice pass there to set that basket up.
Pass to Holmgren. And the shot goes in. Holmgren's got his second bucket tonight.
big man has touch as well. Ingram has guard-like
Assisted
hands.
by
Big
Pritchard.
miscommunication on defense. He recognizes it and quickly takes advantage.
And that's typical of this guy. He's always reading the situation, reacting quickly, and capitalizing.
Down low.
Pritchard.
Well-timed pass, and he goes straight to the bucket for the layup. Pritchard's got 5 points so far. Higgins outside.
3-second violation.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there in the defense. And he's got his first chance at the line here.
For your Oklahoma City.
And no good on the technical, so unable to pick that one up.
Shooting one.
35 seconds left here in the third quarter.
Substitution.
Holmgren wide open. The long distance three is buried. Holmgren's got 5 points in the quarter.
And stretching out his shot from deep, Holmgren has developed some pretty solid range. And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. A shot by Pritchard, no good. Here's Joe. And no good. Derek White has been on display for the Celtics. He notched
Your Thunder. 34. The Celtics.
And there have been two very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. Celtics leading by 17. A rebound by Gilgeous-Alexander.
Well, we love his ability to attack the rim. He just loses a little bit of focus and misses the chippy.
Wallace. No good that time. Great D that time from Tatum. Holiday, no one around him.
Well, we think of Drew as a defender, but tonight they've turned to Holiday's offense, and he has delivered.
To the inside. Here's Hartenstein. It's rebounded by Porzingis. And it seems each season more things can be subject to video review. Are you a fan of that, Greg?
You know, I'm a fan of keeping the game moving. I'm not sure I'd get rid of review, but I sure would like the league to find a way to speed them up.
There's a reason people call Kristaps Porzingis the unicorn. A 7-foot big man, but boy, what a sweet shooter he is.
Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Pass to Williams. From downtown.
The edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Boston, no good that time either. It's Dort on the wing. Floats one.
And the way they have controlled the glass this game, really impressive.
And bottom line, more boards means more possessions. That's how you build a lead.
And here's Wallace. He'll bring it up for Oklahoma City. Looking to get on the board here in the fourth still.
I'll tell you, you hate to pin this on one person, but his inefficiencies at the offensive end are holding this group back.
And the jam by Wallace.
Great finish. What a setup. Terrific ball movement there.
The kick out to Holiday. That's the 6th make from the field. He's taken 9 shots and missed but 3.
Jason Tatum.
Well, this guy has been efficient and effective all night. That IQ has been on display.
Drew Holiday.
And the foul on Drew Holiday.
Second personal foul.
That's foul
First
number 2
foul.
for him. Tries a 3 off the inbound. It's hauled in by Brown. That's tipped. Holiday with it. He's picked up by Holmgren. Back to Holiday. Kept alive. Here's Porzingis. White, wide open. He fires. No good on the 3. Here's Oklahoma City. Took him no time at all on that one.
Confidence by Jalen Williams, just ready in the catch-and-shoot situation, saying, I'm going to get this off before you can do anything about it.
Out to White. And Holiday has it in the corner. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Thunder trailing by 19. Here's Hartenstein. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Williams.
Worked that one inside nicely.
Inside. Here's Tatum. Out to White. Back to Tatum. The 3. 5 on the clock.
Jason Tatum.
The three-pointer is right on target.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest, just a total obliteration, if you will, and you can safely say mission accomplished now for the Celtics.
And this was one that never really was in doubt, I thought, an all-around dominant performance. And you kind of thought that maybe even going into the game.
Yeah, there was a sense of that, and man, they just pretty much blew them right out of the water. A clinic was put on display here today.
And so when you look at the season record, this one will tally up win number 43 on the year.
And this is a great way for them to kick off this season series. 2 more games ahead, and they've taken the mental advantage with this win tonight.
And while there was some nice performances tonight, it definitely ended up being a solid outing
3 points.
from Derek White.
Boy, forget about his stats for a second, right? What impressed me most was his stamina. It seemed like he was involved in every play. And with that kind of activity, I don't know how you don't wear down.
Pass to Brown. Holiday surveying the floor. Off the left rim and out. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one.
That's the end of the
To
game.
come into an opponent's building and dominate the way they did tonight says, I think, Greg, an awful